So, how do I view disc golf in Europe? And I think the best way actually is to compare it to disc golf in America. And I only say this because disc golf in America has seen the entire timeline. It has seen 48 years now, or 47 years now, from when there was one course to when there's 10,000 courses, when there was nobody played to there's a pro tour. And every country I go to is basically somewhere along that timeline. So I can go to Finland or Sweden or Norway and it's on the same timeline as the US. I mean, there's maybe more people in the US, but the sport's doing just as well in Sweden as the US. I could look at Finland and I could say they may not be on the timeline. They're actually probably a little bit ahead on this timeline as far as the number of people that play, the cultural recognition, the youth acceptance. But then I go to Australia and I think, that's disc golf in the 90s. And then I go to Malaysia and I say, well, that's disc golf in the early 80s. I go to England and I say, that's like disc golf in the late 80s. So every country is basically follows the same timeline as it did in the US from one course to a pro tour. So where are you on that line? And that is how I tend to compare